I mix and master all my type beats in like less than 10 minutes or so. This is probably the most gatekept topic by producers. Today I wanna break it down to you so it is easy, fast and simple. I don't wanna be one of the producers that just keep hiding master channels, plugins, all of that. That is not the way. This is just some proof on the screen that you see right now that my beats are actually selling. But enough yapping, let's just go to FL Studio and let me show you how it's done. This is like my most recent beat for my trap channel, the one that you have seen previously. All the melodies are done from scratch, so all the mixing is like done within the project, nothing else done beforehand. So the first and the most important part, I just route all my tracks to the master channel so I can mix them individually. This is really helpful because this helps us avoid the clutter. Then bouncing the stems, you can like avoid the clutter in the files. I always turn down the volume here first, and the only one thing I do for all my sounds is to just cut self all the sounds. What it does really, it makes it so the sound don't overlap over each other. And I set the classic like the 808, you probably know this, like the 808 envelope pattern, ADSR, so it looks like that, and I do it for all my sounds. The one last thing I'm doing here is if you go to this knob, like this second tab, and you can just boost the 808 here. This gives it like this nice saturation with gain effect, but this is really not necessary. So just let's listen to the beat. As you can hear, all the percussion is hearable. You can hear all the sounds loud and clear, nothing overlaps each other, and the mixing process is very, very simple. The 808 is hitting, so let's just go to the master channel, like the channel rack. The only two things to be honest, I'm doing here on the percussion and on all the like synths, melodies, 808. The only one thing is I sidechain my stuff, like linking all the melody tracks to one and then sidechaining this with 808. And this can be done with Kickstart 2. You can also do it with Fruity Limiter. I prefer Kickstart 2. The way you do this is just plug it in, select to audio, and then in processing tab select the spins 808. In my case that's spins 808. In your case you might be sidechaining with a kick or something else. That really doesn't matter, that just helps us make the space for the low end in that track. The second thing, I do EQ. So I like this kind of equalizer here because this is just faster, and I just cut low end from all my sounds, like melody sounds, separately. So if we listen to the melody without it, and now with the 808, nothing is overlapping, everything is loud and clear. Let's just move on. The second final thing is just to level everything out, maybe do some mono here on the 808, do some stereo here, and I also like to put all drums and equalize them in group. So if I don't have a kick, I just have snare, hats, percussion, I just equalize them all together, so it's easier and faster. I do it while I make the beats, so it takes me like 5 to 10 minutes maximum. There is no like secret technique to it. You have to just learn to level everything by ear, cut the low end and select the drum sounds that are already hard. Going to the master channel, I have this preset with Shoutout Night Tiger. I took his master preset and I tweaked it, but we can rebuild it easily without any outside FL Studio plugins like Ozone Imager. For example, I just made a preset for me, so it's easier and faster. So currently, without anything on the master channel, this is just blank soft clipper with tweaked threshold. This should be your last input on the master channel, because when you leave like the limiter on the last one, it can sound different. The soft clipper gives you that crisp like punch. So let's just hear the beat without anything. So the first thing I'll always do is just to like corrective EQ, to just boost some parts that can be louder, reduce some parts that could be not louder, and you don't have to go crazy with that, just go with your ear what you're hearing. So I'm just gonna do it. I usually do it like this, so you can just boost one and then second one is down, and this is like this wave. I like to do it like this. I don't overthink it, just do what you hear. If you picked good sounds, you don't have to spend like doing this crazy EQ shapes and wasting so much time on correcting them. That's not the way. The next plugin, which is actually free and how not more producers are talking about this is MoMA. This plugin basically gives you like this saturation and stuff, just crunches up the low end and makes it so the beat just sounds like you heard on TikTok, like this TikTok sound. But I don't like to go overboard with that. Let me just show you how I tweak it. For example, on 65%, always leave the first setting, the amount on 0, and with this plugin you can achieve this like crisp 808 sounding beat that has a really prominent low end. Next thing, in FL Studio you don't have really good alternatives. Only one that comes to my mind is stereo enhancer. So basically what it does, it controls your mono and stereo input on the master, but you can't control which frequency range you are making mono or stereo, so it's really whack, but you can do with that. I usually make my beats more mono like this, but for some good paid alternatives, for example, this plugin wider, really easy, just 2 knobs, and you do it like this. A low bypass around 200 Hz, it makes it so you don't make your low end in stereo, which you don't want, and just tweak it 30% or so, everything done, 5 seconds. And the last and probably like the easiest steps to just boost your quality of your beats 10 times. As easy as it gets, it's Fruity Limiter. You just want to tweak the ceiling all the way up, tweak the saturation like something around here, and just boost the gain. Not to distort it like crazy, except if you wanted to. And this is how in like 10 minutes top, I do it even quicker, you can achieve professional level mixing and mastering that any rapper can like have issues with like weak sounding beats and remixing it. So let me just show you. And honestly, that's it. If you want to go crazy with automations, everything, this is not necessary. You can do it if you like to, but this is just some fundamental basic level mastering that can get you like crazy results. But with this technique you can sell beats as crazy. You don't have to do it like how on the internet people are showing with this like crazy plugins and shit. Like that is not necessary, bro. So thank you. I hope you learned a lot from this video, and if you want to work with me one-on-one, I can help you with selling beats, everything, all that. Contact me, my socials are down below. Bye bye.